Hey, I'm Jimmy Vreeland. I'm a real estate investor in St. Louis, Missouri. I highly recommend Audantic and Buyer Sonar. Buyer Sonar weekly puts new buyers on our buyers list we didn't know about, and then really big buyers, for example, some hedge funds, we would have no idea who these guys were without Buyer Sonar. Buyer Sonar makes it incredibly easy to find the biggest buyers in your market. All we simply do is we have a VA check Buyer Sonar for new buyers. Every week, any new buyer we see, we simply skip trace their information and then add them to our buyers list. And then for big buyers who buy more than 30 houses a year in our city, we have another process where we identify them, we skip trace them, and then we create a sales call in order to create a relationship with these bigger buyers so that they know who we are, know we're a professional organization, and know that if they need more inventory, they can come to Vreeland Capital and I Buy STL for those properties. So Buyer Sonar has been phenomenal for the growth of our wholesaling business. It's also been phenomenal for the growth of our turnkey business, where we've been able to find new buyers for all the inventory we're bringing on. For wholesaling, it's also made us better because any house that is in our CRM, we have been checking to see if it's sold to another buyer and at what price point it's sold to another buyer. So it's also made our acquisitionist sharper and better. So I can't recommend Buyer Sonar highly enough. Yeah, so if you're on the fence as far as working with Audantic and Buyer Sonar, their customer service is phenomenal, their sales force is phenomenal, they're very easy to deal with. I'm not a tech savvy person, and even I can figure out Buyer Sonar. I think it took me about 10 minutes. For anybody really trying to level up their real estate investment business, I would say Buyer Sonar is a must-have. So before we had Buyer Sonar, we didn't know who the big buyers in our market were. We heard little whisperings, then we heard funds were buying in our market, but we didn't know exactly who, and we didn't have a way to skip trace them and pinpoint them. Because of Buyer Sonar, we're able to do all of that, and we've been able to create some really great relationships inside St. Louis with the bigger buyers in town. And it's also helped to find kind of the mom and pop buyers. Because we put a process around it and we see who's always buying houses, our buyers list continues to grow.